Welcome to One Mommy Scrapping. I'm Amy, and today I am going to do a layout share of some layouts I've done over the past summer. And we start off with this one. This I think is the first one I did with the new Distress Oxides in the speckled egg. Love that, and I love the stencil I use. Is from Dress My Craft. Was able to go through and pull in old embellishments from Basic Gray, including like the little swirls and stuff. So it was really fun to be able to get some sparkle on here. So I don't use gemstones really too much anymore, but I felt that was perfect for Jasmine and my daughter. Next, I have one that I did for a Stamp With Me episode, which is here on my channel. So it's been a little while since I've done this one. I did it in July. This was a July one, but I had so much fun using the Stamp Market heart stamps to create this kind of pattern in the background. And this is an awesome friend of mine. Her name is Jessica. She actually runs a craft store in Bothell, Washington, and I will try to leave a link to that down below because she's the one I got this this honeycomb stencil from. She does a fabulous shipping, so if you are not local, like I'm not local to her at all, but she will ship to you. Here is that honeycomb die yet again. I had to document the trip I took with my friend Fran to a scrapbook store. We had both been stuck inside the house for months, and this scrapbook store usually isn't very crowded at all, and they were 100% like you must wear a mask if you come in. So when we went there were at most 7 people when we arrived, and a few of those people checked out, and then it was like 5 of us in the store, and the store is huge, so we felt pretty safe going there. But we saw this awesome new paper. I had never seen it before, but the collection line was called Shenanigans, and I'm like, I need that paper. So this was a really fun layout to create. This is another one from Creativation, and this is just, these are folks that I got to meet. Sandy I had met before, but Amber and Crystal we had never met in person, so it was a lot of fun to be able to meet those people and to have a good time with them. IKEA. Oh my gosh. Social distancing IKEA style. This was for a challenge in Miranda's Facebook group, hashtag My Scrappy Life, which was to use just pattern paper. And that didn't count for like titles, but all your embellishments. So I went ahead and made these pinwheel embellishments out of pattern paper. I fussy cut designs from pattern paper. Everything in here is either something I cut or one of my friends cut, because I'll get Miranda and Fran to cut things for me. But Fran and I had to go to IKEA. We were a couple things we needed to get. Things were finally in stock. And IKEA was taking social distancing like very seriously. They had places marked. Here's the front door of IKEA. We got in the line to get in all the way back here. Like, we saw the loading docks in the back. I have never been that far back in a line before just to get into a store. It moved relatively quickly, but they were really big on making sure they had a limited number of people in the store, which is one other reason why we felt pretty safe, I guess, about going out. Plus, we were moving a lot, so it's not like we're standing in a group with a bunch of people. Aww. This is my little boy. This layout is using, I just forgot the collection, and it's my favorite Chamel collection. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting it. Starshine. There we go. Starshine. And I used some of the new sparkle spray from Nuvo. I adore that stuff now. I cannot believe the amount of shine and sparkle that's in there. I also was able to pull in some of my older embellishments. Like I've got some old Bella Boulevard chipboard. I have some My Mind's Eye stickers, and just some random things that I've kept around and I use when they work, but sometimes I forget to look at those things because I keep them in color bins and usually pull for like entire collections first. So this was a great reminder to start pulling out those color bins and to start using them. This one right here. Okay. Can we talk about how I've been scrapbooking for over 20 years? Over 20 years. And so I've got a lot of paper. This is an old My Mind's Eye collection. Back when, you know, the shaped paper was like the biggest and coolest thing to have. There are frames, like chipboard frames. All of this were things from this collection. I can't remember what it was called. But I did this one live over on Facebook. But this is just my daughter just hanging out over the summer. And that's really what we did a lot over the summer. There wasn't a lot of going and visiting people. We couldn't go up and see my parents. We couldn't go and visit friends. We couldn't go really, no amusement parks or anything. So we just did a lot of hanging around the house together. And I just love that cute little picture of her. She's got her little, well, that's actually my little Stormy right there. But it was just for fun. I still need to do the journaling, just talking about how this summer was a very chill, calm summer. Here's an old picture of her. I don't know if she was in first grade, October 2014. She had just gotten her hair cut and she still liked wearing her little jumpers and was so proud of this. This is using some sassafras lace. And that is a company that I have a little bit of it. I have more than I think most people would imagine. It's probably about that much of it, and if you stack it up. But it's not one that I recall, to use. And so I was challenging myself. I used up some of the scraps from another layout. And again, I went through and I pulled some of my older supplies and things that I'd had sitting around. These bows were made by Tisa. And she gave them to us at a scrapbook retreat a long time ago. So I was like, oh, these are perfect. And just finding and piecing together my own little things that matched up. That was a lot of fun. And I've got to remember to do that more often. And say that. And then here's something where I used a ton of a single collection. This is one of the first layouts I did using the new Bella Boulevard Cooper collection. My dad and stepmom bought me the collection for my birthday. And oh my gosh, been so much fun. But Tucker, this is my Tucker. Or our Tucker, and this is our little stuffed Tucker that when Big Tucker went off to training, he spent 3 weeks with our trainer. Then my husband got Elizabeth a little baby Tucker so she wouldn't miss our Big Tucker so much. Tucker finally met Tucker, and hello friend, nerp. So this is stuff that my daughter says. Hello friend is, I don't know, I guess that's how dogs talk on YouTube. But she has gotten the phrase nerp all the time. She will use it, which she got from the new DuckTales that came out. One of the characters there doesn't say no, he says nerp. So we have started saying that a lot in this house. And this was another challenge for Miranda. Oh, I have so many photos of my child. From these early months. We did photography, official, real photography studios. We bought a package and we went back every 3 months in her first year and then every 6 months up until she was 2. So maybe 3. She might have been 3 actually. So it was fun to pull those out. I haven't scrapbooked them in a while. And this is the same photo, just color in black and white, which I always wonder, how do I use that? And I think doing it like this worked really well. This was a fun one to do because I was scrapbooking this while these guys were still on the trip. This is my new brother-in-law, and he is awesome, and my nephews there. And they were out celebrating his birthday on the lake, and my sister was texting me pictures, and so I actually scrapbooked this live on Facebook while they were still on the boat doing their lake trip. Here's another fun one. Look at my little boy. This was I asked my Facebook group to show me some of their favorite sketches that uses 4x4 photos. And this was one that came up. It actually came up more like this, but I turned it sideways since I wanted to be able to use these horizontal elements, and they wouldn't work, obviously, vertically. But Boop the Snoot, again, my daughter, she loves Baby Yoda. I know, the child, or Kevin, depending on how much you're on the internet. But Tucker was a little wary of Baby Yoda, even when Baby Yoda booped the snoot. Oh, and here it is. This one just went up on YouTube this past week. This is, or maybe last week. No, I can't remember when. Recently. Yeah, it was last week. This is my daughter. She is in 7th grade now. And 7th grade is really different this year. Masks at school, and I'm not even in my school right now. I'm doing things remotely while the students are in person because of some underlying health issues. So I'm a virtual teacher and the kids are pretty much mostly in person. So she's wearing a mask and everything, but I had to go the first day. We have always gotten pictures in front of the school statue, and I wasn't going to let COVID stop me from doing that like we do every year. And I've only got 1 more year of her left at my school. I cannot believe that. And then going back in time even further, this is her at age 9. And this was another one where I was asking for input. So, give me some song titles. And this is a line from one of the songs Tiana sings, Anything Can Happen. And I figured that was great in here. Now, this is an Echo Park or Simple Stories collection. I can't remember. But what I noticed was that Head in the Clouds and Glitter Girl both from Shamel worked quite nicely with it. And I even included a little firefly. This is a lawn fawn stamp. But since The Princess and the Frog had, I think his name was Ray, the little firefly, I figured I would color one of him in and do that. And this is one of my more recent ones. This I did, let's see here. When did I do this one? This is the one I just did last Thursday, actually, here live on YouTube. So I have started doing YouTube lives again. I will do Happy Scrappy Thursdays every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can join me on this YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, this is a great opportunity. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell, and then you'll be notified whenever I upload or go live, because I get notifications that I have gone live, which I think is hilarious to me. So there's just my silly 7th grader. Love her. And this is the one that just went live yesterday. And it is real life. This is what my life looks like right now. Here's my classroom all set up. I know it's hard to see, but there are clear desk shields around each desk. And all the desks are spaced apart, which is never how I do school. I'm always about, let's put it in small groups or pairs, something. I don't like having every kid apart from each other. But while this is what's happening at school, this is my life at home. This is my teacher planner. And normally everything is full every day in my teacher planner. And instead I've got, little notes jotted down about Google Meets and things like that. And doing some of the work behind the scenes for my grade. But it's a really different way to look at things. This was so fun, though, to use this Pink Fresh collection called A Case of the Blahs. I picked it up years ago thinking, a couple years ago. I think it came out in 2017. But I got a lot of it because I liked it. I liked the colors, and I liked that the ephemera and stuff that came with it were not all, best day ever type things. So this kind of stuff, this especially is how I feel. When I did it, or when I bought it, this was the side of the paper I assumed I'd use. This kind of thing with different borders at the top and bottom and these columns of text and a little bit of text down here. These are not things I normally use when I scrapbook. When I see that, it's like, oh, flip it over, use the B-side. But this paper in this collection summed up the school year starting for 2020 perfectly. A Case of the Blahs. It would be so nice if something made sense for a change. Yes, no, maybe so. Breathe. Just breathe. Everything happens for a reason. And that's what I need to keep reminding myself. I miss being in the classroom, but I really enjoy the job I'm doing with our remote learners here at home. So it's a mixed blessing, and I'm trying to look on the bright side of it. So I would love if you would leave me a comment down below and tell me which one of these was your favorite layout. What kind of layouts do you like to see? What kind of products? Oh, this one I forgot to tell you I used October Afternoon for. That was a lot of fun too. Oh, I love this one. I don't know what is my favorite one, but I'm going to say I think it might be this or this. Using some of that older product, taking it out, and really adding in things like the Nuvo drops and some stamping and stuff really made it feel new again. And that's a great reminder for all of us to don't just use the new stuff. You bought that stuff, the old stuff, for a reason because you loved it. So get it out and use it. So let me know what layout's your favorite. Do you like using older product? And anything else, let me know. I hope you guys all have a lovely day, and subscribe if you are not part of the One Mommy Scrapping family already. Have a lovely day. Bye.